Alright guys, this is going to be a very short video recap on kind of what's been happening this year, 2019, and really what I'm going to focus on in this video is the awesome and unstoppable force of trend trading. And the people who should be paying very close attention to this video are you guys that are still struggling with your trading. You're still trying to figure it out. You're still trying to sort through all the bullshit that's out there, the indicators, chat rooms, courses, etc. And I really want you to just take a break from that, even if it's just for 5 minutes, and pay very close attention here, okay? So what you're seeing on the screen right now is actually a daily price chart, not a candlestick chart. You know I fucking hate those. This is a daily price-based chart. And what you can see here is I've taken this all the way back to January 1st, right? And what we are looking at is the NQ, right? The NASDAQ 100 E-mini futures. I don't care what you trade, Forex, futures, stocks. If you're not paying attention to the NQ, you're really missing out, all right? But anyway, so the point of this video is to show you the awesome power of trends. I mean, look at January 1st and look at where we are now, okay? If this doesn't just blow your fucking mind, I don't know what will, right? You guys have heard me pound the table repeatedly on trend trading. You guys have heard me say repeatedly there is no force on earth that can ever stop a trend. And this right here puts everything that I say and everything that I've said into perspective. I mean, when the big guys want to buy the market, any market, I don't care if it's Forex, futures, or stocks, if they want to buy it, there is nothing in this world, probably nothing in this universe, that can ever stop that trend from taking place, right? And same thing on the short side, right? Guys want to sell it, nothing's going to stop the market from dropping like a stone. But it's interesting that you can see here from literally January 1st, all right, through today, this gigantic uptrend was not spread out over a couple of days or a couple of weeks. It was spread out over months, right? So why am I showing you this? Well, number one, you know that I always try to encourage you guys to focus on trend trading, right? Take responsibility for your own trading. Don't fall for indicators. Don't fall for chat rooms or trading courses, right? At the same time, you also have to decide what style of trading is good for you. If we jump over and look at a Dino Bars chart, well, this particular style of trading is most suited for intraday traders, right? That's why it's called an intraday chart. What you're looking at here is the most recent full 24-hour session on the same instrument, the NQ, right? Easy short signal, easy long signal, capture the highs like this, capture the lows, capture the highs, capture the lows, and all you're doing is waiting for price to retrace into these zones on an intraday basis, right? The Dino Bars work well, and in fact, I may be so bold to say as they work really fucking well on an intraday basis, right? Now, for those of you guys that contact me, and I do get a lot of messages from those of you guys that are swing traders or long-term traders, etc., then your approach and your attitude and your style should be something very similar, right? Which is trend trading, not counter trend trading. You can imagine all the poor bastards that tried to short this rising market, right? And I know a lot of you guys are guilty of this. It's okay. I'm not trying to call you out, but let's be honest. A lot of you are very guilty of trying to short a rising market, and that is probably the number one or number two reason why traders fail. It's because you're trying to short a gigantic uptrend or you're trying to buy a huge downtrend. And the one thing that I like to tell people is if you've been doing something for so long and it's never worked, right? It's never worked even once, then why not do something different? Why not do the opposite of whatever you've been doing just for shits and giggles, right? So if you were trying to go along this market, right? Say you were one of those poor bastards who tried to short this rising market, and if you are, I feel really bad for you, because if you tried to short the Nasdaq this year, you got your fucking head cut off in the market, right? But say you decided to do the opposite and go long at any point, right? Any point that the market gave you an opportunity. And I'm going to use an example of trend lines to take your entries, okay? So if all you did was isolate pivot points just like this, okay? These sequence of dots, these falling pivot points. If you don't know what I mean when I say falling pivot points, then I strongly recommend you watch some of my videos where I take a much deeper dive into what pivot points are and how to use them to successfully trade a trend line, all right? But again, say just for shits and giggles, you did the opposite of whatever you've been doing your whole trading career, right? Instead of trying to short a rising market, or instead of thinking that you're smarter than a market by trying to call tops and call bottoms, how about just making it easy and go with the trend? Take a trade in the direction of the trend, okay? So all you have to do, if you've identified that this market, the NASDAQ 100, or really any market, the pound versus the New Zealand, or the euro versus the yen, or whatever, oil, crude oil, right? Whatever market you identify is in an uptrend or something that you believe to be in an uptrend, draw your pivot points and connect your trend lines like that. Okay? We only had 2 of them. All year, we only had 2 opportunities to go long on a swing trading basis or a long-term trading basis on this particular market. You can see that the trade would have gotten filled right there, and we had a second opportunity to go long right there. I defy any of you to tell me that what I just did right now was complicated or tough. It's not. And if you think it is, trading's not for you, right? The hardest part about becoming a good trader is to do what the crowd is telling you not to do, right? It's a matter of changing your behavior, changing the way your brain looks at things. And that's not easy. I mean, for some of you it might be, for others, those of you that have a lot of bad habits in trading, it's going to be tough. But it's not impossible, right? Good traders aren't born, they're made. They backtest, they look at charts every single day. They master their craft. And of course, most important, they're great risk managers. Always have a stop in place. So guys, what's the takeaway here? The takeaway, again, for those of you that are still struggling with your trading, or you're just looking for something that works, or you're looking to get off the sidelines and take a stab at doing this to even prove to yourself if you can do it, right? The takeaway number 1, you have to decide, what kind of trader are you? Do you enjoy day trading in the real sense of the word day trading? And you're looking for nice potential trading setups, you're looking for nice signals with very small stops, then intraday trading's for you. If you're more of a long-term trader or a swing trader, then at the very least, your starting point should be to always take a trade in the direction of the overwhelming trend. I am just telling you, just take it from me, there is nothing that's going to stop a trend. I know you wish that when you tried to short it here, you were looking for a big short trade. Didn't work. I know you wish when you tried to short it here, didn't work. Short it here, didn't work. Guys, at a certain time in your trading career, you just have to fucking accept and understand that trend trading works. There's a science behind it. It's been proven. It's a scientific theory that's been proven to work. There's a reason that I don't show you any fucking indicators or bullshit charts that look like this, right? There's a reason for that. It's because they don't work, whereas price-based charts do work. Intraday charts do work. Trend trading as a whole does fucking work. All right? So anyway, I would genuinely like to hear some comments from those of you guys that have attempted to trade the NQ. Just post a comment on the channel here. As long as it's respectful and engaging in free conversation, I would legitimately and genuinely like to hear your thoughts on what your experience has been trading so far in 2019, and of course what you are doing to improve each day than you were the day before. I would love to know. Guys, thanks for watching this video. It turned into a lot longer of a video than I would have liked, but I hope you find it useful, and I hope it motivates you and inspires you to always trade with the trend. Thanks for watching this video. Best trading wishes.